This podcast will review the process for finding lines of best fit and correlation coefficients on a TI-84 calculator. The first requirement, of course, is that the data be entered, and one begins by pressing the Stat button in the middle column and then going to the first command in the first menu, the Edit command. You may see empty lists in the list editor. You may see lists that contain data. If you want to remove any previous values, just arrow up onto the label for that column, hit clear, and then enter. I've already got some data for us entered in L1 and L2, but if you needed to enter data, of course, you would go to the list that you were interested in using and then just hit each number and then follow it with the enter key. If you intend to get sum of squared residuals or a residual plot using the resid program, you need to have your independent variable values in L1 and your dependent variable values in L2. Once the data are entered, you're ready to get the equation of the line of best fit. And to do so, you press Stat, then go to the middle menu, the Calc menu, and down to choice number 8, linreg A plus BX. Linreg AX plus B, choice number 4, also works, but linreg A plus BX, choice 8, is the one that uses the standard notation in the world of statistics. And so we'll bring this command to the home screen by hitting Enter, and then we need to indicate the independent and dependent variable lists with the independent variable first. So ours were in L1, we go second 1. We need a comma that has its own button above the 7 button. Then we need L2 for the dependent values, that's second 2. And if we want to display the equation up in Y1 for later use in looking at a graph, we can hit comma again, and we can enter Y1, which is vars or variables to the left of clear, and then Y vars, and to function enter Y1, so that the entire command is linreg A plus BX L1, comma, L2, comma, Y1. Then we hit the enter key and we get the result. We see that the y-intercept of the line of best fit is negative 22.2 and the slope is approximately 1.17. We also see the correlation coefficient R, which is about 0.899, and its square, which is about 0.809. If you don't see the R and the R squared on your screen, there is a way that you can fix that. If you go to second and 0, that's the command catalog, and you can scroll down to the D's, and there is a command diagnostic on that will solve your problem. So hit enter to select it, enter again to execute it, and then if you repeat the linreg command, you should see the R squared and the R, even if you didn't before. If you want to see the line of best fit together with the data, you can define a stat plot. So we'll want to turn this on. We'll see that it's already set for a scatter plot in L1, L2, and if it weren't, of course, you would make those changes. And then zoom 9 will give a screen where you can see the line of best fit together with the data.